वेलकम टू वीलर्न। वीलर्न में आपका स्वागत है। टॉपिक कवर्ड इज इंटरनेशनल मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट और हम सेशन 14 कवर करेंगे। द टॉपिक्स टू बी कवर्ड अंडर दिस सेशन इज डेवलपिंग एन इंटरनेशनल मार्केटिंग प्लान, issues in framing the multinational marketing plan, organization for international marketing, framework for international marketing planning, international marketing control, control sequence. When we talk about developing an international marketing plan, so any kind of marketing plan, they are developed at two levels. First is the country level, which is the domestic level. Another is the international marketing plan, which is done for across the borders, not just for the domestic market, but for the foreign market as well. There are various issues while framing the multinational marketing plan. The first approach that is being used here is standardized approach. In standardized approach, 4 major decision areas are taken care of in marketing. The first decision area is product decision. What kind of product is to be marketed in a multinational scenario? What kind of price is to be attached to the product? Another is what kind of promotional mix we have to take into account while deciding for a multinational marketing plan, and what would be the distribution decision. In case of any kind of promotion variables, so the messages are unified, and there are very often the movies shot are standardized as demonstrated by a company, an advertising company by name of Ogilvy and Mather. One approach we discussed is the standardized approach. Another is multi-domestic approach. Multi-domestic by term means as per the norms of the country we are reaching. So it is a kind of approach to market planning which emanates on the basis of the assumption. वो इस assumption को take care करती है that all the markets are heterogeneous, that all the market needs are not homogeneous, they are heterogeneous, they differ. So therefore the marketing strategy which is adopted, the decisions which are taken in one country should specifically cater to the needs of that country only. And there has to be a different decision or different marketing strategy decision for another country, because it works on the assumption that markets are heterogeneous, they vary in their needs, they vary in their product needs. Since the markets are heterogeneous, to standardization to possible in lot many areas it's not possible. When we talk about organization for international marketing, once the plan is prepared, any kind of plan, it is very essential to implement it. And in order to implement it, all kind of resources which are necessary to activate the process have to be deployed. And the resources have to be utilized effectively and efficiently so that there are zero wastages. This kind of a situation happens only when there is a structural framework, as in there is a proper allocation of authority and responsibility. Each and everyone knows what is to be done by whom and what is not to be done by the rest of the people. So when there is a structure, defined structure in the organization of the allocation, then it becomes more easier. Now when this structure is designed, this kind of a structure should be capable of handling various challenges which are inherent in any kind of international marketing. There are parameters which are to be considered while doing an organization for international marketing. The first one is company objective and history. No marketing plan or international marketing plan could be done without considering the company's objective and history. What is the sole purpose of the organization? That has to be considered. Now, another factor that also affects is the government regulations, government policies. So, to which region a company is foraying into must consider what kind of policies is followed, because they directly affect the firm's operation. Also, decision making policy and the levels involved in the decision making. Which all people are involved in the decision making? What kind of decisions are to be taken? So this is one of the method. Length of chain of command when we talk about, so there are how many people are there in the command? Chain of command is a kind of a situation which defines as in who all are the people who is to be reported. Now degree of control, कितना है control marketer के पास? To what extent he can influence? Another is degree of involvement. क्या degree है involvement की? That is also an important consideration. Framework, when we talk about a marketing plan shall normally consist of following step. कोई भी framework बनाते हैं marketing plan में तो ये framework हम ज़रूर consider करते हैं. पहला है कि diagnose of the situation और situation analysis, कि किस सिचुएशन पर हम एक मार्केटिंग प्लान बना रहे हैं. फिर हम एक स्वॉट एनालिसिस डन किया जाता है, विच इज स्वॉट एज एन कंपनी की क्या स्ट्रेंथ है, उसकी क्या वीकनेसेस हैं, तो और उसके पास क्या एनवायरमेंटल अपॉर्चुनिटीज और थ्रेट्स मिलेंगे. देन कम्स अ स्टेप वेयर इन द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स आर क्लियरली डिफाइंड. अगेन द एस्टिमेट्स ऑफ सेल्स, कितना सेल हम एस्टिमेट कर रहे हैं, कॉस्ट क्या हो सकता है, एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स, ऑल दीज पैरामीटर्स आर फोरकास्टेड. Then it helps in designing an appropriate market program which is based on the objectives which was designed and the estimates which were forecasted. Then what happens is deciding on the relevant appropriations for the plan. How relevant is the plan that is being decided? Strategic planning in any kind of international marketing should have following decision. एक होता है commitment decision, to what level an organization is committed. Operation decision होता है which all areas the marketing would cater to. क्या entry mode होंगे, क्या operations के decision होंगे, because to enter an international market it is very essential to take into account कि entry mode क्या क्या हो सकते हैं. जो मार्केटिंग कर रही है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, उसके बारे में डिसीजन लेना पड़ेगा. एट टाइम्स व्हाट हैपन, an outside agency, as in case we have discussed about Ogilvy and Mather, O&M, these kind of agencies are hired to advertise a product. तो उस मार्केटिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के डिसीजंस को भी कंसिडर करना पड़ता है. When we talk about commitment decisions, they are the decisions which are based upon valid and defensible reason for entering into any international market. कितना हमारा वैलिड है, कितना हम डिफेंस कर पा रहे हैं. इसमें जो रीजंस फॉर एनी काइंड ऑफ कमिटमेंट डिसीजन मस्ट इंक्लूड, क्या क्या इंक्लूड करना चाहिए? एनालिसिस ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट ऑब्जेक्टिव, कि कॉर्पोरेट का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है, क्या क्या रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं, कंपनी की क्या फिलॉसफी है, एंड द सोर्सेज ऑफ डिफरेंशियल एडवांटेज, कि इस कंपनी के बजाय हमारी कंपनी में क्या डिफरेंशियल एडवांटेज है बिफोर गोइंग इंटरनेशनली. कमिटमेंट डिसीजन में देयर आर फैक्टर्स दैट आर टू बी कंसिडर्ड. पहला है कि हमें रीजंस पता होने चाहिए कि व्हाई वी आर गोइंग इंटरनेशनल. हमारे पास क्या रिसोर्सेज हैं, हमारी क्या स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं, हमारी क्या वीकनेसेस हैं. दीज आर द फैक्टर्स दैट बिकम अ फोकल पॉइंट. कंपनी के क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव हैं और पॉलिसीज हैं, फिलोसफीज कौन सी हैं, ये सब बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाते हैं व्हाइल डिसाइडिंग अपॉन द कमिटमेंट डिसीजन. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि when an organization plans to go international, they choose any and every country. They have to give their country preferences, which is the country that they would first like to venture into. अगर हम ऑपरेशन डिसीजंस के एरियाज की बात करते हैं तो देयर आर सर्टेन फैक्टर्स जो हम कंसिडर करते हैं ऑपरेशन डिसीजंस के लिए. तो पहला ऑपरेशंस डिसीजन है हाउ एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज गोइंग टू ऑपरेट इन एन इंटरनेशनल मार्केट, इन अ न्यू मार्केट. तो पहला जो फैक्टर है वो होता है इंटरनेशनल एनवायरनमेंट. इंटरनेशनल एनवायरनमेंट से क्या मतलब है? वेदर द मार्केट्स आर ओपन और नॉट. Then we talk about the local market environment, as in whether we are to whichever country the firm is venturing into, what is the present environment in that country. फिर marketing infrastructure की बात होती है, whether all the tools are available to the marketing agencies or not. उसके पास proper know-how है या नहीं है. Market structure and demand, whether the products that are being proposed is acceptable, is in demand internationally. Then a financial need analysis is also done. After that, an overall suitability of the product of the operation decision is done. Entry mode and operation decisions की अगर बात करें तो हम here the checklist helps determine the appropriate of market entry. Entry mode क्या हो सकते हैं? तो in any kind of an international operations, the first thing that is to be considered is objectives. क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं? इंटरनेशनल एनवायरनमेंट, लोकल मार्केट एनवायरनमेंट, ये डिस्कसिंग इट अगेन, मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर एंड डिमांड, रिसोर्सेज, मोड ऑफ मार्केट एंट्री, मार्केटिंग मिक्स स्ट्रैटेजी जो होती है, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रैटेजी इज टू बी अडॉप्टेड, व्हाट आर द इम्प्लीकेशन, क्या प्रोडक्ट होना चाहिए, क्या प्रोडक्ट मिक्स हमें यूज करना चाहिए, व्हाट आर द प्राइजेस दैट आर टू बी डन, what is the promotion and market intelligence, what are short term versus long term commitments, what are post transaction services, there are spare parts, networking and trust is also included in marketing mix strategy. International marketing organization में there are headquarter services and coordinations, schedules, action potential at the end of the planning period. There are certain contingency plans which need to be taken care of. Contingency plans are the plans just in case if plan A fails, the company, the organization is ready with the plan B. Then the company, the marketing organization must have long-term plans. International marketing displays an interesting paradox with respect to control situation. The speed and width of environmental change in a multinational company is a factor dependent on each of the market in which the company operates. As the rate of exchange and characteristics are going a change differ in each of the financial markets or the national markets, this dimension becomes very difficult. Now there are specific challenges which are posed by the former necessate, which needs further consideration. So पहला जो हमारा होता है कि since international control can seldom be as complete as that of an domestic operations, internationally control करना थोड़ा difficult होता है. So the tools which are used to market needs to be reasonable and realistic. और जो हमारी कॉस्ट हम इनकर कर रहे हैं that needs to be remunerative, as in it should compensate the benefits that we are incurring. So the benefits accruing from the marketing plan overseas must be over and above the cost. जो कंट्रोल सिस्टम होता है इन इंटरनेशनल मार्केट उसको स्ट्रीमलाइन करना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. इट नीड्स टू बी प्रॉपरली स्ट्रीमलाइन, अदरवाइज जो कंट्रोल है वो हे वायर हो जाएगा. कंट्रोल के कॉन्सिक्वेंस क्या होते हैं? द कंट्रोल ऑपरेशंस इन एनी काइंड ऑफ इंटरनेशनल ऑपरेशंस दे फॉलो सिमिलर लॉजिकल सीक्वेंस एज दैट ऑफ डोमेस्टिक मार्केट. बेसिकली डोमेस्टिक जो उनकी सीक्वेंस होता है और लॉजिक होता है, दे आर द सेम, दो द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इज वैरिड एंड डिपेंडिंग ऑन द रिलेशनशिप among the steps involved in the control. Implementation different होती है, but the logic behind the control operations is the same. यही बताया गया है कंट्रोल सीक्वेंस का कि फर्स्ट एन objective is established, then there are control methods which are selected. उन control methods के लिए there are specific standards, benchmark बनाए जाते हैं, फिर उनको responsibilities की allocation होती है, then happens a proper communication. This proper communication result in continuous review of results. After that is done, जो review होते हैं results, उससे हम corrective actions लिए जाते हैं. Another there are reasons, objectives, and there are modifications if that needs to be done. Then there are review methods, and there are certain modifications if needs to be done. Now, after reassessment, review comes reconsideration. Reconsideration में क्या होता है? The standards which were set, they are checked, they are considered, they are reconsidered, and if there is a scope of any modification, they are being done. After reconsideration, review and then evaluation is done. So companies may differ in their entry objectives. उनके entry mode के objectives in the international market they may differ. So the purpose of designing an adequate control, here the management needs to clearly outline its specific long-term and short-term objectives. Companies which have their different and distant foreign subsidiaries, they often fail to communicate enough. So they need to take care that the firm's objectives and the goals relating to operating units must be communicated properly. Do it yourself exercise में differentiate between domestic and international marketing plan and discuss briefly the consequences of control process used to control overseas marketing operations. Thank you and have a nice day. Keep learning and we learning.